Hey guys, it's Connor here, and today we're going to be back with another video. But today is special because after my I don't know how long hiatus, I am back with the widely requested, with another wide, with a widely requested episode of the Sleep Deprived series. This time it's not Doki Doki Literature Club though. This time, it's Fortnite. Very underwhelming, I know. But don't worry, because it is still the Sleep Deprived series. So, we are about to get up to some tomfoolery and no do-goodery. And I know that sounds horrible, but I'm rolling with it. Hey yo, it's a Scarlet Witch man in Fortnite. As you can tell, I am a Star Wars skin, specifically because Star Wars. And, the absolute best character in the entire sequel series, Poe Dameron, everybody. The only good thing about him is the X-Wing backbling, I'll be honest. Let's see what quests I can do. Search containers, first order. First order is the easiest for this. And then first order Imperial Outpost, that's going to be the harder one. It's really easy if you're doing it starting at Vader's, because you can grab the TIE Fighter and just fly to 4 different ones and go to first order. But I'm going to go to first order instead because that is not going to be fun. And there's probably going to be like no chests by the time I get there. And because I dived so late, I'm probably just going to hit that. And this time I didn't mess with the audio balancing, so nothing should go wrong with the recording. Realize how I'm also saying should. I also gotta hope that I split the audio tracks before I started this, which would have been a great idea to check. But I'm never smart. And why would I ever check my audio tracks? Where are they? Can't. Where's my audio tracks? I don't remember how to check audio tracks. And audio properties? Yeah, I did set them. So there shouldn't be any problems, because I've gotten much better at figuring out how to record videos now. And now I use multiple audio tracks. So even if it gets recorded, or even if the recording is overshadowed by the sound of the video now, it instead won't, because I can separate the audio tracks and make it so I have a separate audio track from the game and from my voice. Then I also have a singular audio track that just has everything if all of the audio tracks go good. Because the only problem with separating audio tracks is I'm not good at splicing them together if the timestamps are incorrect, which I don't know what's wrong with my settings, but usually they are. So, yeah. Let's see what we get. Barm. Arguably, I think the Barm is the worst shotgun this season. It just isn't as good as the Scatter Blaster, I believe it's called. Sniper. Okay, I'll need one more chest, which I know where it is. There it is, yeah, Scatter Blaster. And another one. But I should be able to go to like 3 of them in this game, maybe? Do I get Captain Phasma? I'll do it. Keep the E11 because I don't know. I don't like either of them, but it's okay. Captain Phasma, where are you? Disregard how I missed that. This horrible gameplay is because of my sleep deprivation, and only that. There's no other reason why I'm being this bad at the game. And you can't prove anything. I don't like getting hurt. This one definitely isn't going to be as funny as the first one, but it is technically better content. It may not get as many laughs, but I've tried to learn how to keep a conversation in a video, because that is what I am worst at, which is why I hate doing videos, because I'm horrible at commentary. But because I don't have time to think about it, which if this thing will just... Oh, I have a crown. I forgot about that. I can't lose this. If I lose this, that's bad, because I'll lose my crown. Hopefully there's a car here. If there isn't, I might have just screwed myself. That's a person. Now that I can tell is a person. Fuck, they've got good aim. Oh, yes. I almost never get high rarity shotguns. Usually by the end game I have like greens or blues sometimes. But usually it's always shit ones. Because no one ever seems to have good scatter blasters. They all have the barn. But I hate the barn. Because if it's, I actually don't know. But I just don't like the feel of it. It doesn't feel good. That's all I have to say. There has to be a car here. Are you serious? Nothing? This is a gas station. Oh, someone probably took it. That explains it. What does Mace Windu have? He has Force Push, if I remember correctly. But I don't think I'm gonna get Mace Windu's, because... You dodged? You dodged? I'll grab this. Should I keep big shields or small shields? I'll keep big shields, because... Actually, no, small shields. I'll take damage if I go back. That's a truck. Or that... Nope, that was the train. God, I'm tired. I'm not gonna keep the lightsaber, but I'm gonna get the training. So that if I find a lightsaber later, I can use Force Lightning. Because it is arguably the best next to the rocks. Because if you hit the rocks correctly, it just one-taps someone. With lightning, it still takes a few seconds and you can get outdone. He is rubber banding. That is rubber banding at its finest. That was insanely easy. I didn't expect that to stagger like that. But Shit. Shit. They're behind me. Run behind the rock. Where are they? I could have sworn they were behind me. What the fuck? I'm just gonna drink 2 big pots and run. This is not a fight worth fighting. They have the upper hand. And they have the high ground. Which, in Star Wars history, usually means you lose. And in most tactical battles. But it's best not to chance that. Because they seemed like they're also a much better shot than me. Now I need a medkit. And to get more either big pots or minis. Shit, that's another person. Be ready to jump, be ready to jump. Where are they? Ooh. They've got no heals. I can only count 4. They should have 5 things. Please give me a medkit or some kind of healing item. Vending machine? Not even a vending machine. This is really bad. Do I third party? I'll third party. I'm a good chance with my 50 below health. That sounds like I'm getting shot at. I am getting shot at. The fuck, where? If they come through this door, I swear. Well, they know I'm here from that side, so I gotta go up this side. Now, since I'm hidden by the house, I'll run into that bush. Since I still cannot find a healing item. Is that? That's a... Is that a lone? Across. Fuck it. I need the health. It's 2. Healed some. That's like worth another blaster shot. That's why you never stand still. I am just looking so weird right now since I'm so close to the camera. Well, they have to come this way. Fuck, they saw me. Fuck, they saw me. Fuck, they saw me. God, trucks are so OP. That's a TIE fighter. I don't want a chance against a TIE fighter. This is not fun. Where is everyone going? Oh wait, it's only 6 people left. I need to get to the high ground. I have limited heals left. That person went that way. There's a TIE fighter. And I cannot survive another time stuck in the storm, so I have to run. Fuck. Stay in the storm anymore. I'm gonna need to take this. It was flipped upside down. I can do this properly. There we go. I have just enough to almost fully heal myself. Oh, I do fully heal myself. I have an exit strategy up here. Okay, good. And another chug. Okay. Fortnite is being nice today. Did I take out their TIE fighter? No, that'd just be revealing my location. And the problem is, they try to leave to take the TIE fighter. Guess they are taking the TIE fighter. And this person's doing. Where? Low? Not high. If they were high, they'd still have an angle. Unless that air. Nope. Not chancing it. Need to run. Oh, fuck, found me. What did... Fuck, they're still high. They're just high in a different sense. They missed. And now they're with another Force user. Okay. I'm fine. I've kind of ratted up to this point, but that's fine. Ratting isn't horrible. But they're stuck with another person now. And they know that they're there, so I just gotta wait for them to kill each other. like that. Now I just have to third party the other two, which he'll probably slide down here if he is. That's dangerous. He has the high... Oh no, he jumped off. What the fuck? He's third-partying me. Okay, he took my idea and just... What was this win? What is this win? Like, actually. What is this? How? What? I'm confused how I won that. Okay, I'm back, and I've freshly eaten half of a McDonald's. I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. It's the bacon and egg one. McMuffin, that's it. Egg McMuffin. Bacon and egg McMuffin. That's what I ate. Half of one of those and a hash brown. And I'm ready to win another game. Watch me die within like the first 2 minutes of this game. I'm telling you. Watch. I'll see exactly when it starts. And I'll tell you how early I'm gonna die. What's the other challenge I get? Because I definitely have another alignment challenge. Fucking lightsabers, god damn it. Where should I land this time? Vader's Samurai wouldn't be a bad idea, but... Resistance base would actually be a better place to drop. It won't help my alignment, but it will give me a better chance to survive. Or I don't be a pussy. I'm not pussying out. Right, the bus driver, jump. If I can get there first, I can get things to kill them. Or I die within the first 2 minutes, like I said. It is 28 minutes into recording. 28 and a half minutes into recording, currently. So, from the moment I land, which will probably be 29 minutes, 29, probably 30. If I die by 31, 30, then I will have succeeded in telling the future. So, let's see how successful I am at premonition. That's 3. Yeah. I count 3 people. I'm not landing at a main spot, which means I'm not going to get a gun very quick because I landed too early, I believe. And I'm not landing away from the drop spot. Okay, mantle just never works. And it gives me 2 shotguns. Lovely. Go here, go here, go here. Third shotgun. Oh my god. That's actually insane. Finally. Finally, it gives me a non-shotgun. Darth Vader. That was not Darth Vader. That's Darth Vader. That's... Ow. Holy shit. Didn't even take 2 minutes. Didn't even take 2 minutes. That's amazing. I told you, I'm amazing at this game. I don't know the actual time it took, but I know it was not 2 minutes. It was slightly less than 2 minutes. I'll probably figure out a way to put a timer up on the screen in post. I just don't know how yet. So it'll have a learning curve. But I will figure it out for the good of the video. Fucking May 16th? They put it forward. They put it back a day? How didn't I see that? I love this background. It is the best background in like the past 3 seasons. The only good backgrounds these days are the ones that aren't made by actual Epic Games themselves. The ones they commission. Because that background is just great. I don't care what anyone says. It's the best one that's come out in multiple seasons. One of my friends actually uses, like, one of his main skins is Summer, or no, Snow, whatever, Eevee. I think it's the Snow one. Might be the Summer one, I don't know. I think it's the Snow one, though. But I don't really see the appeal in the skin. It's just not that great of a skin. But the Sith one is really good. I mainly like it because of the cloak. Like, if the Jedi had actual cloaks and proper physics, and maybe looked like they're actual actors, then I would get them. But they don't, so I'm not gonna buy, like, anybody. The only person who I might buy would be Anakin. Or if they release an Ezra skin. Because of all of the TV shows, like, I love Clone Wars, but Rebels is just my favorite out of everything. It's one of the best shows, I believe. And remember, I'm putting this above Clone Wars, which a lot of people would say no. And even my friend, the one who used the Eevee skin, he doesn't even like Rebels that much. He's actually never watched it. Which I told him he's crazy for. But people don't listen. How the fuck? How did he do that much damage? That's just not... Those are the stormtroopers. And it did that much damage. Why? Grab that one. Fuck. Gotta stop dropping here. But yeah. I still think Rebels is the best show out of everything. I like how they portray just the entire show in general, because it shows a different side of the Resistance. And they're, like, how they become part of the Resistance, which I like. This really does take a lot longer. And like a lot of other people, I don't really like the sequels, but the first one was actually pretty good. And if they continued Finn's character, that would have been great. Like, if they made him a Jedi, that would have been good. Like, still keeping Rey as the main protagonist, but if they made him, like, a secondary main I don't remember how it's said. Deuteragonist or something? I don't know if I've ever heard it said, but the secondary main protagonist would have made sense. But they just lost all of his character development and everything else in the second movie. And I think that they could have portrayed him being Force sensitive in the second movie, showing how he handled the lightsaber in the first movie, because he was able to wield it like someone who was who was getting used to it. Because canonically, you can't exactly hold a lightsaber or use one properly without getting your arms cut off or without feeling it to be too heavy, unless you either fully attune yourself with the crystal, which is the only way Mandalorians were able to wield it, or they had to have some form of Force sensitivity, at least a low level, so that they could at least be able to wield it in some form. Which Finn was not only able to wield it, but he was also able to fight an actual Sith Lord and defend against him and get a hit off on him, which means that he had some Force sensitivity in him and didn't fully struggle to wield it. So it would make sense for him to actually become a Jedi, or at least a low-level one, which if they kept with, like, a similar thing as Obi-Wan originally, how he was a low-level, like, really low-level, and how Qui-Gon only took him in because he really thought he could do good, even though he was seen as too low of midichlorian count to be taken into the Order. I think it would have made sense. Fuck. Really? First few seconds. I think that is the fastest I've ever died in a game. But I cannot go out on a loss. I cannot. Maybe I can. No. Let's do it. One more. I have to get at least one kill. So I'm dropping directly at Vader's Samurai. But yeah. So it would make sense if they continued his plot line. But overall, they just handled it badly. But yeah, I can't wait till they make more Ahsoka if they give Ezra his own show. Because I want to see if he actually continues to use the dark side of the Force. Because he both did succumb to it slightly, but at the same time was able to get away from it. So I think he could be, not like a gray Jedi, since, not really, but I feel like he could be able to be like, kind of like Mace Windu, where he was able to use and understand the dark side of the Force, but do it better than Mace Windu, because Mace Windu was still scared of the dark side, but he was also, he also had a massive ego, which was eventually his downfall. So I think that he could end up becoming both a light side user and be kind of a parallel to Ahsoka, where Ahsoka understands the dark side but never uses it, because she believes in the living force. Like Qui-Gon or other characters who believe that both sides of the force are in some way good, but at the same time, they don't really have an exact black or white to them. But I think he could learn to understand the dark side, but not succumb to it, like Revan. Because Revan was able to use both sides of the Force and still stay fully okay. Because Ezra lost his master and was able to not succumb back into the dark side. But he also was stranded from his home for years, which allowed him to get ample training time and learn from another species. So I believe that he could get his powers even better and change to be both a dark side and a light side user. And I feel like it would make sense for his character because he isn't like the rest of, just break through the stagger. Break the stagger. Finally. Shit. Okay, I think that's where we end it. Okay, well, that's all. That was... Okay, peace out.